That wasn't my intention.
Well, here we are.
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh. There's like for sure stuff in my eyes.
Breakfast.
My heart of stone. That's what's stuck in my head. The Six musical, Heart of Stone. Hello, good morning. Welcome. I'm sorry, there's an eyelash in my eye and it's distracting. Distracting me. Okay, good. It's out now. There's already 4 people here.
Whoa. Hello.
3. I would assume that you guys are either patrons or people who have our notifications on. Not completely sure. Patrons usually sound off. They're pretty used to sounding off. Mixing my coffee. Ah. Good morning, Torsten. I mean, why are you surprised?
Because
Of course they're gonna post the next day.
I just
It's a
I
countdown.
don't know. Good morning, Torsten.
You're not a patron and you're here. Wait, yes you are.
I was like,
I'm sorry. My brain. It's just like messed up. I tried to sleep like a normal person and it did not work. And I have yet to have a sip of this coffee, which I'm already nervous about because we were out of my creamer. So ignore my ramblings until we get to me actually drinking this. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Oh, who else is here? Who?
I don't know. Hi.
Ah. Ooh. Glasses are really dirty. Both me and Nadia woke up like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I tried to go to sleep at like 10:30 and that did not work. And then I ended up going to bed close to 1 because insomnia.
Went to bed around 2. I've just given up trying. Camille made chocolate chip pancakes.
I made chocolate chip pancakes for Nadia. I myself have blueberry pancakes.
I'm very excited about it. I'm pretty sure I dreamt about this because I was pretty excited about it. So I've been thinking about making pancakes the past couple days, but I just haven't because I get up too late. So this is the earliest that I've woken up in a few weeks.
You know, this will probably help reset your schedule.
Uh-huh. I'm really hoping it does. I'm planning on working out later so I can be even more tired.
Ah. 5 p.m. is a pretty good time. That's actually pretty chill. I mean, I don't know. Is it usually pretty like late in the night when you're watching us? Or is it like midday? And
Oh, Torsten. No, we're not.
my dude, I actually started having insomnia when I was like 13. So I've had a solid decade of this. And quite frankly, I think it's just my caffeine intake the last couple of days. So I gotta like step it back. I've been too lenient with myself on caffeine. There we go. I was like, we are a little dark. It's because my computer brightness was way too low. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had pancakes.
It depends on what.
The age thing for insomnia. So yeah, we're having a breakfast live stream, and I really want to know who else is in here. It's so quiet. It makes me think that it's people I know, which is a possibility. Ah. Okay.
Dear Army.
I'm surprised the Army isn't here. Or if they are, I'm surprised they haven't sent it off. Because I'm pretty sure on Patreon, when we announced the schedule, the Army said that all of them worked for them except like one. But anyway, today we're doing a breakfast stream.
Because it's live stream week.
You can do, it's pretty easy to soft.
I'm just trying to.
I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. I figured we'd talk about it right now. Yeah.
Talk about what?
What we're doing tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow, our stream will be at 10 a.m.
It's about the time I normally get up.
So thoughts?
Thoughts, comments, concerns.
No, from you.
Oh, from me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I said I'm fine with all the times that we chose.
No thoughts on what we should do.
Clearly, we're on different pages right now.
Good morning.
Thoughts on what we should do tomorrow. Let's see. 10 a.m. So we're eating pancakes. Camille has blueberry pancakes. I have chocolate chip pancakes. Camille made them because she's a queen.
I literally rolled out of bed and was like, I gotta make pancakes.
I know. I woke up, my alarm went off at 7:30 and I was like, why is my alarm going off right now? And then I remembered and I was like, and then I like sniffed because I was sleeping in the living room and then the kitchen is like in the next room. And I like sniffed the air and I was like, oh no, like I don't smell. I was like fully ready to get up and do it myself. Because I was like, oh no, is Camille not awake yet? But then I heard the door open and then Camille just like slowly waddling down the hallway. No, we have
I wish we had blueberry syrup. I would love some blueberry syrup. I like blueberries a lot. Blueberries are like, yes, blueberries are my favorite fruit.
That's a good statement to make.
Yeah. We don't regularly keep whipped cream in this house. I'm waiting to see if my mom will notice. There's an old whipped cream can in our fridge currently. And I don't think she realizes how old it is because I opened it the other day and it's molding.
Why didn't you throw it out?
Because I wanted to see if she'd notice, but this was only a couple days ago.
Oh.
So maybe after this stream I'll throw it out. It's like far away. It's not like it's, but it's just enough to where I noticed it and I was like, how long has this been in here? Yeah?
Yeah. I don't really like having super sweet things for breakfast. Like, obviously I'm eating chocolate chip pancakes right now, but like that's pretty neutral as far as like sweetness goes.
Let's explore your refrigerator tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea.
I talked about this on Patreon, but I'll talk about it now here. We have the game Just Dance for a Nintendo Switch, which I own a Nintendo Switch. And I was thinking about doing a live stream where we play Just Dance. And you guys wouldn't be able to see like the screen, but you would see us dancing. I should say dancing. And I told everyone on Patreon, I was like, I'm kind of nervous about that because I don't usually like to show my entire self on videos or anything like that. This is my Switch. I got really excited.
Good morning, dear Army.
Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, basically. But like,
I go pretty hard on Just Dance.
yeah, Nadi goes pretty hard on Just Dance. I don't, because you don't need to win the game.
Camille plays to win. I play to dance.
So like, yeah, and Just Dance is a good workout. That's when I try to go as full as I can with Just Dance, when I'm doing their like workout things, you know? Not when I'm just like playing the game. Because technically what they're counting is your hands and arms, not your legs. And welcome in, dear Army. We were talking about you earlier, like we do. We talk about our regulars when they're not here, basically. You okay?
Yeah, I just had like a thought.
Mhm.
I had a whole thought process
Mhm.
that I shut down because I was thinking, I was like, well, I don't know if like I'd be like, how about Just Dance at 10 a.m. Unless I got up early. But so I was like, man, what could we do tomorrow? Then I was like, oh my gosh, you know what would be cool? If we got the same kind of latte from different coffee places and then talked about it, like compared them. But then I was like, I don't know how many coffee places are open right now. It's just kind of Starbucks, Coffee Bean, Dunkin' Donuts.
I've literally never had Dunkin' Donuts. Is there even one near us though?
I feel like no idea.
I feel like every time I see a Dunkin' Donuts, I'm in another like city, like another completely other area.
Yeah.
Like there's one by Chris's work. There's one. There's not even one in Fullerton that I can think of.
When I work out, D-Boy, I run.
Nadia's a runner.
So I don't know if I can do that on a live stream.
Although
What?
I could make you do weights on a live stream.
Why would you want to embarrass me with my toothpick arms? I don't.
I cut this out of the video, the hair dye video. So let's talk about it again. Because I needed it to go faster.
Oh.
Someone had left a comment about us having a pillow fight.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Well, not all my strength, but a lot of my strength is in my arms. Nadia, however, is a runner, so a lot of her strength is just in her legs.
These are my arms.
These are my arms.
First of all, I'm Slenderman, so it's already hard to control them. I'm constantly bumping into things. Second of all, no matter how hard I try, I mean, once I stopped consistently going to the gym, it used to be better. Okay, when school was open, it used to be better because I was going to the gym like every day. But like, okay, so I'm not flexing. It's not. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little weird to have a pillow fight and film it.
Yeah.
For a YouTube video. Second of all, Camille would annihilate me.
Yeah.
Third of all, I just, even though she's stronger than me in that sense, I can't hit Camille. Even if it's with a pill, I just can't do it. It's not in my nature. I've never had the urge to hit her. One time I threw a shoe at her and I cried. And I didn't even hit her completely. I just hit her leg. Like,
I do not remember this.
You don't?
No.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was really young. I threw a shoe at you and like in midair, I regretted it.
Mm.
And you got very mad at me, but I was more mad at myself.
Being the older sibling, I did in fact hit Nadia quite often when we were younger. But the only time that sticks out to me is the one time that I made her cry, and it just like broke me as a person. And so we were I don't know how old I was at this point. I don't know if I was still in elementary. Well, I must have been if I had a lunchbox. We were in elementary school, and we were walking to meet our grandfather who used to pick us up. And we were at the little like stop walk, and Nadia was arguing with me about something, and I don't recall what the argument was about. But
I'm 4 years younger than her.
yeah, but I got frustrated, and then I hit her with my lunchbox. I like swung it at her, and she started crying, and then I was like, "Oh no!" And then I immediately started apologizing so that she wouldn't cry in front of our grandfather.
You hit me with your legs.
Really hard. You know, like one of those like anger spurts when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what I did. And I was 4 years older than her, so that's not okay.
I think that's what happened with the shoot. Yeah, no, it was on a day when we were going to Sacramento, and we were waiting for mom and dad to get home. So it was just the
Love
two of
those.
us. Yeah, it was just the two of us here. You were sitting on the couch, and then we were arguing about whatever we argued about. Literally, when I say Camille and I argued, like literally, it's. I don't even remember anything we argued about.
Mostly it was like Nadia arguing for attention.
Yeah, because I'm the youngest, and then
like she wanted attention from me, not attention from the argument.
Yeah, or just like I was annoying, and then Camille would tell me I'm annoying. Like that's literally like. It's literally not like the little words, Nadia, you're annoying. Just like that's what would start it, and then I was just like so mad, and then it was just one of those moments where it was like Camille's always picking on me, like I need to get back, like, and like she's just sitting on the couch, and then I come out with my shoe. And I throw it at her, and then Camille like grabs her leg because that's where it hit. She's just like staring at me, and there's so much anger in her eye. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I like run to my room, and then she runs after me. And like the thing is, Camille like doesn't have to. She was just intimidating, and she was just like standing over me, and I was like crying, like I'm so sorry. And the thing that scared me the most was the fact that I had done that right before we were about to go on a 6-hour road trip together. But like everything in our past, we got over it after 2 hours.
The image of you saying, I'm sorry, like, you know, fuzzes my memory. But like other than that, no, nothing. I don't remember that at all.
It was a very low point for me.
Exactly. Like 5 minutes later, we're playing again like nothing happened. That's the thing about, that's the thing that you want to have with siblings. Like if you do fight, you do get over it quickly. Because there are plenty of siblings that hold grudges, and it's like so toxic and dangerous. Yeah. It's just luckily it wasn't our jam. We just grew out of it completely at this point.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
But yeah, that's like the only time I know that we fought and like certainly tussled, but like that's the only time I remember like hitting you. Like hitting you and then just like not being okay with the fact that I hit you that hard.
It's okay, I forgive you for hitting me with the lunchbox, even though I don't remember.
Oh, it was so sad. Like I like straight up swung it at you.
You don't know your own strength.
I don't. Especially not at like 11 or 10. Oh no. A dirt ball war with my brother and his buddy. Getting hit in the head with a stone 3 stitches later, and I'm never sure who threw it. Ooh. Oh, that's funny.
Water balloon. Stop suggesting fighting things between.
I'm so soft, guys.
Yeah. And like I'm competitive, but not with Camille.
And I'm just not competitive.
Yeah. Plus, water balloon fights.
This is so off topic, but I have to tell you because I had this thought earlier. When I said like, oh, I'm not competitive, I was gonna say like Hufflepuff things. You know what I want to do?
What?
You know how people have been doing those like Hufflepuff.
What I wear.
Yeah. I want to do that, except I'll be Hufflepuff, but I'll be like grungy Hufflepuff because all I ever see are like soft Hufflepuffs.
Yeah.
Which is like true. Like I am a soft Hufflepuff, but I'm also like grungier than most of what I see. So like, I want to do that. So totally off topic, but I just had this thought.
Yeah, I really want to do that also. I just have no like green.
Mm.
Like, so I can't really like the outfits I'm envisioning in my head for Slytherin. So there's this trend on TikTok that people started that absolutely iconic, so great,
Love
such
it.
a great idea. Because like there's a trend where people are just like what I'd wear as a cartoon character, and it'd be like every day sleepovers and like stuff like that, and they just like change outfits and stuff. People started doing that with their Harry Potter houses. They're like, oh, what I would wear if I was a Ravenclaw student, what would I wear if I was a Hufflepuff student, and it would just be like a bunch of different scenarios, like, and it was so cool. So yeah, Camille and I want to do it. My thing is that I just don't have much Slytherin stuff.
Oh,
Leaving from Tokyo. Eating some ramen and sashimi? That sounds so good.
I had sashimi last night. It was fantastic.
The backyard camping. Oh, thank you for watching it. I hope you liked it.
Did you see that one comment that was like, I just found your channel and you're so pretty?
No.
I saw that comment. I was like, that's adorable. I haven't had like regular ramen, like, you know, from like an actual ramen place, like a shop, you know, a long time.
Can
And
we
it's making
order
me
it?
sad.
You think we can order it?
I don't know. I'm not sure if Aji-san is doing to-go orders.
We should look into that.
Yeah, because I know Chris has been missing it. So I know
I'd
that
like some
he'd be
ramen.
down.
To a bet I can make you laugh.
You know, we have a video sort of like that. It's not me and Nadia, but it's Nadia and one of her friends. You remember that video?
We're not friends anymore. But
All right. Well, Nadia and one of her
old friends.
old friends. I didn't think we needed to address that.
I've seen people know because like go watch that. It's actually a really funny video.
Yeah, no, it is.
I
think
one of my favorites. It was really good. So I recommend go watching that. But I just need people to know. Don't expect more because we're not friends anymore.
I think that's pretty clear.
I don't
They
think
haven't been
he
on our
knows
channel
it.
in that person hasn't been featured on our channel in like 3 years, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. I know most of y'all in like the chat and probably who are watching are adults, but don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the link right now. Sorry.
Don't ever let people when another person gets in a relationship and then they just drop all their friends, just drop them right back. That's
Just drop them.
all I have to say.
I'm gonna grab the link to that video right now. I'm pretty sure it's called Spit Take.
That sounds right.
I don't know if it's called Spit Take or Try Not to Laugh.
Yeah. But
It's called Spit Take,
Yeah.
Try Not to Laugh Challenge.
wow. Dear Army, isn't it? Camille's got bars.
I was 14 in that video. Oh, it is almost a decade old. Yeah. Last stream, we realized that legitly this channel, the only time this channel had a break was 2014. I thought there was like a bigger gap where I wasn't posting on this, but it was legitimately only the year of 2014.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
What's happening in Ooh, 2014.
It was too much. I went to Europe. I graduated high school. I got my first job. Like that.
Yeah.
There was too many other things happening. But I genuinely thought that I wasn't posting from like 2013 to 2015.
No, because the Hollywood hike happened in 2013.
That's true. The Hollywood hike. It's been a while since I've watched that video. Dear Army, you're a gem.
Yes.
Also, Dear Army and FF Fernandez both said that they went back and watched all of our content. I was like, I didn't know there was people like that who existed.
So, Dear Army, I have a question. If you've seen all of our content, like, I don't want to ask what's your favorite, but like, what's your favorite? Like, because I'm just so curious on what you think. Because our older stuff is just like, I don't know, different.
Well, it's pre me going to school for video editing. It's pre us being old enough to like
I don't even
consciously think about what's happening.
Yeah, I don't even know like what's.
But I started telling them on the last live stream that if they went back and looked at like late 2016, early 2017 content, that's like really good content because that was before we were doing reactions.
Oh, there's so much stuff that's not private. I didn't know any of these. Oh, but you saw our dogs.
The videos of the dogs are they're on the oldest camera. They were on my very first camcorder.
Yeah,
Like
that little rectangle thing. So, Jeremy, did you watch the Yosemite video?
Those ones, I love those videos.
I'm drinking water, Shania Lover.
And I'm drinking coffee.
This Hydro Flask has never seen anything but water.
Yeah, I think my Hydro Flask. I mean, because you know how like if you put something else in a bottle, sometimes it just ruins it. I mean, I know the Hydro Flask is metal, but I don't know. Bad Yoshi is primo content.
Oh my god!
In the sense that it's probably the first video I truly spent time editing something down, because like I remember filming that the clip being like 30 minutes long, and then I like put it all the way down. Day at Disney.
My voice now.
At Day at Disney?
No, it's Bad Yoshi.
Oh.
Like anything.
I love Nadia's like
got skills on Pikachu. Like
prepubescent voice. It's so good.
It's so good. I got skills on Pikachu. I'm Link.
I know, you can see like half of my head and like my hair's super short. And...
Yeah. No, Jeremy, I was just curious on what you thought about those like videos from way back when. I'm glad you like Bad Yoshi. I think that's a critical moment in our history.
A song that you did a lip sync to. I think I know which one you're talking about. And you know,
One More Time, Wellington.
Oh, maybe it's that one. I was thinking of something way worse.
Oh.
I was thinking of Only Girl in the World by Rihanna. I did one to that one time, and it's very embarrassing, but I just don't know if it's public or private.
I think it's private.
Mm. Yeah, I had like, oh my god, no.
Yeah,
and Nadia burped, and I was.
I stopped doing that on camera, but it still occurs in everyday life.
Okay, so it's the song that we were lip syncing to was One More Time by Wellington, which is the beginnings of my favorite band. Currently, their name is Future Sunsets, and they make the song that you hear in our introduction. We're only at the 29-minute mark. What?
Also, Shania Lover, yes, we drink Arizona tea. It's been a while.
I know.
Yeah.
It's because they... Okay. You know what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah.
It's because Arizona tea isn't at as many stores as I want it to be. It's not in the Targets and we go to Target pretty often, and I don't think
It's in Vons.
it's in Vons. Is it where?
In the section with all the drinks.
Well, now I miss it and I want some today.
Shania Lover, is that a movie?
No. It's a cappella group.
Oh, the one that you
The country
reacted
one?
to, yeah. Like, is that a movie? I was like, that sounds so familiar.
Although I'm pretty sure that's the title of that movie with the cow, the animated one.
That's Home on the Range.
Oh. Maybe they had a sequel called Home Free. Well, it depends on which.
Disgusting sweet.
It depends on which one you get. Because if you get like sweet tea, that one's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I got the original.
Green tea.
Yeah, the original one. Top here.
It depends on what I'm getting it with. Like if I'm just getting a tea, then I'll probably get the original green tea. If I'm getting like Takis, then I want the mango one. How often do you check out a music video on your downtime and think, damn, I should have saved this for a reaction? You know, often enough to where I think about it.
Really?
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll react to like a new group, or with the Busters music video when it came out, I was like, oh, maybe I should have reacted to this.
I know, we
or
said we were
Chungha.
going to.
See, I thought you had said
Yeah.
that, and then I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't want to remind you because I don't know. I don't know.
Do you remember my drunk reaction? I do remember my drunk reaction. It's funny to watch that back because, like, while I was filming it, it didn't feel like I was that drunk. And then I edited it, like, the next day or, like, when I was, you know, stone cold sober. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't remember half of what I said, which is cool. I mean, it worked. Yeah, I did what I was saying I was going to do.
Selena.
Almira is my favorite.
But we stand all four of them.
But yeah, we're of the four in this house.
Yeah.
They made #1 this week.
They did?
Yeah. I saw it on their Instagram.
I love this channel. There's this chat. Wait, before I go into that, that's amazing for Fourth Impact.
Yeah.
I love that for them so much. That's our dad.
D-boy, I drink tequila.
There's this channel that I follow that takes BTS songs and they always like change the audio, like BTS is but it's like 3 a.m. you were at a house party and now you're running from the car. And it's really like it's always so good to listen to. They just uploaded one right now. I like the title.
Yeah, you could, I mean, it varies. It depends on what kind of, it depends on what kind of tequila you're drinking. I've had not so great tequila and I've had some really good tequila.
Oh my gosh. One time her boyfriend brought over this one and like it
was an expensive one.
Let me tell you, I'm underage, but in this moment, my family allowed me. I've had lots of those moments recently for some reason.
That's because you're getting closer.
Yeah, that's true. But when I was describing it to my friends, I described it as the nectar from the gods. Like, it was the most sipping. Like, my parents, when they, like, poured it for themselves, like, and then they were handing it to me, both of them were like, Nadia, you sip this. You don't shoot this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right. And they were right. It was, oh my gosh, the most sweet tasting tequila ever.
It was, yeah, sipping tequila. But, you know, I've had the stuff that you shoot more often than not. Home Free has post-virus videos, quarantine and down to the honky tonk and flowers on the wall. Flowers on the wall. That song sounds familiar. Yeah. What am I thinking of?
Wonderwall?
God, no. Flavored brandy. No, I've not. here's the thing, this is a Latin household, so I have to get as good as I can at drinking tequila. Our grandmother, anytime we go out to the dinner theater, she asks for tequila in a sifter and she sips it. And we gotta get there.
Didn't Nana Grande like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our great grandmother on our other side. So
Legend.
she lived to 104. So that on its own is legendary. And when she was about 97, she like fell and hurt her hip. So she had to get like minor surgery, nothing like too big. And so she goes under, gets the surgery, and she wakes up and her nurse is like, "Oh, hi, like, are you okay?" And she looks at her and she's like, "Where's my tequila?" So, that's where we're at.
Yeah. When my brother
It is 8:35 in the morning.
When our brother got married, they got married and him and his wife got married in our backyard.
We have quite a big backyard.
Yeah, and then in our one of our tios from Mexico was like over for it, and when the ceremony ended and like they like kissed or whatever and stuff, and like it ended, so like we were done. He stood up and was like, "Tequila!" Yeah.
Thank you for liking our reactions.
Golden.
I really need to put together a Fourth Impact playlist because people often ask, like, for more, or they ask for ones that we definitely have, and I'd rather just refer them to a link to a playlist. I don't know. June 2nd is Maury's B-Day, and if you would not mind to go subscribe to her channel, she deserves 100K. She doesn't have 100K yet? Yes, she does deserve 100K. Morissette Amon?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. D-Boy, considering I'm underaged, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
and we can't really film that.
If we filmed something like that, it wouldn't be monetized.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Next year we can do that on a live stream.
That is true. Nadia turns the legal drinking age in the US, which is 21, on January 29th, 2021.
Y'all ever need to know how old I am? Just think about what year it is.
It's a 2000 privilege. However, my birthday is the one that's next.
Yes. Camille's birthday is next Friday?
This Friday.
Is this coming Friday? That's right, it's Sunday. Is this coming Friday? She's turning 24?
Yeah. Why are
24?
you like
I can't.
Why are you hesitating?
In my head, you're still 21. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, 24.
That's beautiful, Golden Hawk. I know you said just kidding, D-Boy, but I still wanted to address it.
Yeah, I know that Damash's birthday is really close to mine.
Damash is a Gemini?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Powerful.
That's so amazing.
D-Boy, we will definitely have somewhat of a party because we're going to have a live stream because it's a live stream week.
I'm really excited because I have part of Camille's present. I need to check on the other part.
So yeah, I was just talking with my boyfriend about it yesterday because I realized that I hadn't talked to my parents about it at all. And like, there's a certain place that we go to that I want to get the cake from. So he was thinking about taking either a half day or taking the day off if he can. That's the reason he's so talented. He's a Gemini. Thank you. I take that as a compliment to myself.
Oh yeah, that just brings like a whole other level, like layer to his like talent and stuff. Like no wonder Homeboy's got the lower register and the falsetto like down to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Hello.
Hi. Brian.
I like when you try to do Stewie's voice.
Well, I wasn't right there. But
I know. I know. That's what I was like. I like when you say Brian in a Stewie voice.
It's been a while since I've like heard it. I need to hear it again, then I'll get better.
Okay. We still haven't decided what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, help us out. So we're live streaming at 10 a.m. our time tomorrow. Speaking of dance, did you see? I'm sorry. Did you?
Not that. Sorry.
Oh, did you see that Daniel Radcliffe did a reading thirst tweets video?
No.
I haven't watched it yet. We're watching it after this. I saw it and I was like, no way, no way.
Amazing.
They have been putting out a lot of content, and like the thing is, I always want, because I have their notifications turned on for like all their individual channels. And like the thing is, I always want to watch it immediately that they put it out, but then I never know if I need to react to it or not. So then I end up not watching it and then I'll forget about it. But like, yeah. A lot of times I'll go and I'll like the video. And then I won't watch it. But like I always want to watch it like immediately when it comes out.
And Len, unfortunately, we don't have any dogs at the household. Those dog videos that we were talking about earlier, they're like 11 years old. We're trying really hard to get another dog in the house.
Colors?
Like coloring? Or
Colors by Luna, their best song in their whole discography. What?
oh, you're taking yours camping. Oh, that's fun.
That sounds like so much fun.
I love that, Len.
I love that for you.
Wait. Wait, D-Boy, are you serious? Or are you being facetious? Like, does Fourth Impact literally have 20 dogs? Or...
Wait, what?
Like,
do they have pictures?
that's a lot.
Not because I'm trying to like take one of their dogs. I just want to know what they all look like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would love to have one from Fourth Impact, but at the same time, there's no way for us to do that right now. Oh, one of their dogs just had 6 puppies. Okay, but that already means that they had 14 dogs. Like, that doesn't What? I turned on the fan. I hope it's not too distracting. I was getting warm.
I go. You need to listen to that song. It's called Colors by the girl group Luna.
Bye, Golden Hawk. Have a good
Bye,
one.
Golden Hawk. Thank you for tuning in for a little bit.
Oh my God, when I just said have a good one right now, it reminded me of that one time I was returning audio equipment to like my school's rental thing. And the guy who was like working said, have a nice day. And I got stuck between saying have a good one and have a good or have a nice one. And so I said, have a good one. And I remember walking out and thinking, what was that?
I hate when that happens. When you just like, because it happens so fast. You're like, do I say this? Do I say that? And then you say both. It's like,
oh, cool. That's really fun. I mean, it sounds expensive, like having 20 dogs. Dear Army, you're not on good terms with dogs? What happened? You have to talk us through that because, like, not only do I really adore dogs, but technically I've had really good experiences with dogs and really bad ones. Len said, I did it with my bad and I'm sorry, so I said, my sorry.
my son. That's fantastic.
Because, like, you can't see it right now because we're on live stream. Let me give a good example. I have a scar. It's very faint now, but I have a scar down my cheek from a dog who accidentally, when I was like 3, jumped on me and then scratched my cheek. But since I was so young, it went really deep, and that's why I still have like a faint scar on my cheek at almost 24. But the thing is, when it happened, I just kept hugging the dog and laughing. So I wasn't even in pain because I was so happy that a dog had jumped up on me. And then there was another dog who saved my life when I fell into, this was previous to the
That's right.
dog jumping on me, I think. I fell into the pool when I was 2, and none of the adults noticed, but my grandparents' dog noticed, and she jumped in the pool after me and started pulling me to the side, and then the parents noticed that, like, I had fallen into the pool. Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, she was a great dog. She used to bark anytime I jumped in the pool, even as, like, I grew up, because she was so nervous that I was going to drown.
Yeah.
Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Oh my god. Ah,
We've only ever had mutts in this house. The best mutts. My dog Wander was straight up, guys, the best dog ever. He was so strong. He was small, you know, like this. Well, yeah, maybe this and like this, and yet he survived 4 coyote attacks. 4. There's a small dog, and he lived to like 17. So he's a good pup. I'm sorry you've had one of those experiences, dear Army, but I promise that there's no bad dogs. There's only bad owners.
Yeah, with Pet Finder, okay, like there's, yeah, I don't remember if it's Pet Finder or another website, but there's this one website that I look at a lot where you can adopt dogs. I'm trying to like start doing that in front of my parents like a little more often so that they can see looking at dogs. And they can think of it. The other night, when I was doing, not last night, the night before when I was sleeping outside, me, mom, and dad were around the campfire. I was looking at, I had to log into my OneDrive to like look for something to show mom, and I saw these pictures of Buttercup and Wander on there, and I was like, "Oh, look at these pictures of Wander and Buttercup," and then mom was like, "Oh, the dumb dogs," and I was like, "Yes, yeah." I looked at it a lot when I was at school because it made me sad.
Have fun packing the camper, Len.
Bye, Len.
Have a good weekend.
So much fun.
Yeah. That's true. I love watching cat videos where they're like, "Human, why are you in the shower?" Because they're so concerned for you. And it's so funny. I really like cats too. Unfortunately, my mom's allergic, so I can't have one while I live here. When I move out, I will definitely be getting a cat.
Any chance what? I was waiting for another message to pop up.
Hans, what's up? What do you want to shout out? I don't see you say anything before.
Yeah, I can understand, dear Army, how like it could be.
Oh yeah, no, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But eventually, you'll probably meet a dog that'll change your mind. Morissette's "Fly Like a Bird."
I'm like a bird. It's not that song, but
Oh, really?
Well, I don't think so.
It might be. But yeah, I've already talked it through with my boyfriend. I'm like, I want to get a cat next. Like, when I move out, I want to get a cat next because I haven't owned a cat, and cats live a long time. So like, I could legit have just like a cat best friend for 20 years. Like, she soaks up water like a sponge.
Aww. I love those videos on TikToks where owners like put a section of their hallway with like a bunch of like objects. And then they call a cat over, and the cat like meticulously steps through like everything. Then they call the dog over, and the dog just like.
Oh my god. Yeah. So we definitely miss having a pet in the house.
Yeah. For sure.
But you know, gotta survive.
Yeah.
We still don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
Nope. Oh, it's still early in the morning. It'll come to us. Yeah, cats are great.
Oh, where's my phone? Oh, it's still very dark. Were you watching anything on Hulu yesterday?
Yeah.
What were you watching?
Love Island.
Oh,
Why?
I was just wondering. Let's do the refrigerator exploration tomorrow. I feel like
we just.
but I feel like it wouldn't be that interesting. Like, oh, we don't have a basement because we live in California.
Whoa! Did you know that Adora was a '97 liner?
No, that hits me weird.
Anyway,
But yeah, we don't have a basement or an attic.
yeah, we have an attic.
But it's not really.
It's not an attic. Like
Yeah.
we can't go up there.
Yeah, it's more like a small closet
yeah.
on top of our house.
A basement is like a room underneath the house.
And the reason I say we don't have it because we live in California is because California has earthquakes. So typically there aren't many houses with. Oh yes, so earthquakes is the reason Californians don't have basements, which is so funny. I love talking to people from other states who are like, "Oh my god, how do you survive earthquakes?" And I'm like, "How do you survive tornadoes, bruh?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Like, I legit, when I was in Florida, there was a guy from Kansas, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't think I could ever visit California because of those earthquakes." And I was like,
They don't happen every day.
"What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'd take a tornado any day." And I'm like, I don't think you understand like earthquakes. Like, on just like a basic Californian level. They don't happen all the time, number one. They're very rare. Like, we could go a few years without one.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, versus like a tornado, I feel like happens every year. There's like a season for it, you know? And so there's that. Most of the time, we're not near an epicenter at all. So, like,
we're mostly the aftershock
Yeah.
area.
so we don't get it as strong because we're usually like up to 2 hours away from the epicenter. So like, so some things shake. Like, that's about it. It is not very scary.
To most people.
Right. But would you rather have a tornado?
No.
Like-
I'd rather have none of them. But
Mother Nature says you gotta pick one.
I know.
Like,
Yeah. I am like natural disasters are probably like the root cause of like a lot of my anxiety. So I'm constantly on edge, especially recently. So earthquakes are quite terrible. The last one we had was a bit of a big one for us. And
I don't even remember it.
when me, Chris, and Olivia we were watching the new season of Stranger Things in the summer, and then like the house started shaking, and then you ran to hug me.
Okay.
Yeah. So the last like big earthquake that we had was this past summer, and then before that it had been
It had been
quite
a
a
while.
few years since we'd had a big one, and it was like
And the small ones you could even like sleep through. Like,
Yeah.
that's how little they are.
yeah. I'm pretty sensitive to like earthquakes, so I felt like the smallest ones ever because as soon as I feel any type of like intense vibration, I'm immediately just like I'm gonna die. So, but this one was pretty big, and I immediately like got up and I was like shaking, and Camille came to just like stabilize me.
I do remember that because
Yeah.
me and Chris were in here.
Yeah.
And then I felt it and I looked at him and he said earthquake and I like got up and I was like, gotta go to Nadia because
Yeah.
which was just my immediate reaction. But
Sharknado.
it's true.
Tornado Alley.
We need a dog that can
There's a
sense an earthquake.
place for Nate. There's a place where it happens often enough. It needs a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never even seen a tornado before, and that probably adds to the fear. But like, whoa.
Worst weather phenomenon I've ever had was a hailstorm in the summer.
What?
That's pretty wild.
That is wild. Because it's like earthquakes. Like you can't see it.
No,
You just
can't see it.
feel it. And a tornado, you can see it happening.
Yeah. That's why tornadoes seem scarier to me because you can see it. There's a possibility of it like legitimately just running through your house. Like, what? You know? So no, I would take earthquakes over tornadoes because most of them are small. And we're not on a oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Fault line?
Fault line. Thank you. We're not on a fault line. But like people think when they think about California, they think it happens
like
often.
every day.
And I'm like, no. Like you
No.
could come visit for like a month and not experience one.
Yeah.
Like, like you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. It's like this one TikTok I saw. There's this one like, and I wish Mark was here. There's this one Australian TikToker that talks about like differences in like other places where he like not roasts but like aggressively asks other countries questions, and like he does this one where it's like, I have a question for like California, like something like that, and then he's like, you're scared of like the creatures that we have in Australia, you have earthquakes and stuff, and I was like, have y'all seen your scorpions? I think the creatures that go like living in Australia are so terrifying compared to the meager chance of an earthquake happening. Like, what? Like, I get it. You grew up with it. You're used to it. But
Right. It's like how we feel about like mountain lions.
Oh yeah.
You know, people are like, "Oh my God, you have mountain lions on your because there's warnings. If you walk on a trail in California, there's warnings that
Yeah.
you may encounter a mountain lion, a rattlesnake, something like that. But the odds are so small.
I'm 20 years old and I have never on a hike seen a mountain lion
yes,
or
I have
a rattlesnake.
I have seen a rattlesnake once. Once
In my grandma's backyard.
Oh no, mine was on a trail.
Oh,
At Shabarm.
at my time, it was at my grandma's house.
My grandfather talks about school warning drill for nuclear bomb to get under the desk.
I would die. Even if I lived during the nuke, like when the nuke era was like just because I would die. I think the anxiety would actually kill me. The thought of something like that existing is enough to send me into a spiral. I
It
can't.
never happens, tornado in Turkey, but every year earthquakes happen. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because movies, media, but sometimes literally nothing even falls off my shelves. Like that's how small it could be.
Yeah.
To the point where nothing falls.
Yeah. I think the last time where like before the one that happened in the summer, because one that happened in the summer was like pretty big, but not like the biggest I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Because that one, the last like big one that we felt, and we weren't even at home. We were actually at this dinner theater in another city.
Oh, and I was in the airplane when that one happened, so
Yeah.
I didn't feel it.
Yeah. So I was
2014.
2014 is that one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So it was.
See how long ago that was?
Yeah, it was 2014, and we were at a dinner theater, Camille was on a plane.
To London.
And then it was like thing started shaking. And then it really started shaking, like a big whop, like that's how it was. And the people on stage were in the middle of a musical number. No one flinched.
Wow.
No one was phased.
That's so impressive.
That is professionalism. But and we were in like a few cities away, like a good half hour away from home, something like that. And then I came home and then everything off my shelves had fallen. So that in 2014, that was a long time ago. So yeah, it's
yeah, see, I didn't experience that one because I was on a plane to London and I remember landing and then I had a bunch of texts from mom, like, are you okay? Like, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, we had an earthquake. And I'm like, oh, well, I was definitely in the air when it happened.
Yeah.
But then also I, later that year, I started at my first job and it was a bookstore and like, they told me about what happened like during that earthquake. And it was so insane because they had so little protection. Like legitimately, they have these huge metal shelves in their like receiving room or stock room or whatever. And they had all fallen inward. So like, yeah, because they weren't drilled into the wall like they should have been. So they just got lucky that no one was back there. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man, I wish someone could have sued.
They say you can't really walk when you have an earthquake. Is that true? That is not true.
That is not true. We can walk just fine.
That is not true. You can walk. You will feel it. I remember when I was like 12. So this is, see, another big one being like 8 years
2008.
ago. Not 8 years ago. More than that.
If she was 12, it would be 2008.
It would be 2008. I would be 12. Oh, okay. So I was 12, and ooh, my brain like short-circuited for a second there. I remember there being an earthquake, and it was one of the. They're also all kind of different. They like feel different. The earth can sometimes just be like moving this way, or it could be rolling. And the one when I was 12 was rolling. And it was so fun because I ran out to the yard and then I surfed it. Like that's my level of like earthquake. So yeah, you can walk.
Yeah, I think the last time that I felt okay during an earthquake was because I was really young. And Camille and I were in the backyard. I don't know if it was this one, but Camille and I were in the backyard and then an earthquake started happening. And then, no, it must have been when we were older because you have a phone. And then Camille called our parents because they were out and they were driving. And the girl was like, there's an earthquake. And my dad was like, a birthday cake? And the girl was like, no, an earthquake. There's an orange snake? And then by the time we finally got the message across, it was done.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. They last a few seconds.
Yeah, they're really not that long.
Mark, you're here. So tell me.
Well, you gotta, okay, but you have to think about it in the same way we think about mountain lions. It's not like we're gonna have one running down our street.
Okay. So Mark, how often do you see those terrifying things that live in Australia? Like your scorpions.
You know, that's how I have to think about it. Is the fact that we don't see those things every day, so they don't see those things every day. They just happen to have more. And hi, Mark.
It's like in Florida, how you expect to see gators everywhere.
But you don't.
But then there's always the Florida Man articles.
Oh my God, when I was in Florida, though, see, I had always heard about gators. Like, that is common knowledge. You know? What wasn't common knowledge was my aunt telling me, oh, because they had like a river sort of thing near their house. And she was like, oh, I wish the bridge was, because it was like under construction while I was there. She was like, I wish it wasn't because then we could watch for manatees. And I was like, manatees? Apparently, they just live there. They chill. But no one talks about that. Why don't they talk about that? That's so cool.
I'm kind of glad they don't. Let the manatees vibe.
I mean, no one bugs them,
That's so great.
right?
Wow.
They just like,
Manatees. I always want to give a manatee a hug.
they're Tamara's favorite animal.
Really? That's beautiful. Are they a mammal?
We don't have scorpions here.
What is it?
What are you thinking of?
I don't know. I knew it wasn't a scorpion when I said it because it's been a while. But yeah, what Dear Army says about the gigantic spiders. I mean, there's gigantic spiders here. What's the one thing that I'm thinking of? I don't know. We all have scary things.
So, Mark, we're talking about different things that people are afraid of different places.
Yeah, because Camille and I were talking about how like a bunch of people like wonder how we survive out in California when earthquakes happen every day when they don't happen every day.
Yeah. We were just sort of, answering questions about that, because we have knowledge about it.
And then, Mark, I was talking about this one TikToker who's Australian. And it's called, like, people call it, like, a roast. Like, he's roasting, like, other countries and stuff. But he just kind of, like, aggressively asks questions. And, like, he did one where he was like, America, like California, I have a question for it's like something like that. And then he's just like, oh, you're scared of like what we have in Australia. Well, you have earthquakes and stuff. And I was like, sir, I don't think you can compare these two things. But yeah.
Snakes and spiders.
So I'm just curious. What's the one thing I'm thinking? Because I do remember seeing something like a while ago that lives in Australia, and like everyone was freaking out about it because it's like we didn't know that was like a thing, and then and I don't remember. It'll come to me one day, and then I'll ask again.
And see, that's another like. So we live in California, so we go to the beach. We live in Southern California, so we go to the beach. And I have quite a few friends that are afraid of going in the ocean. And me and Nadia grew up going in the ocean constantly. So we don't have a lot of fear about it.
And we've never seen Jaws.
We've never seen Jaws. I don't feel like adding to my...
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of them are afraid of like sharks and stuff. And I'm like, guys, obviously... Sharks do, in fact, you're right, they live in the ocean. However, one, there's a barrier in the ocean. The odds, I've legitimately never been touched by anything when we're at the beach. I have been when I was at Catalina Island, but I was also just being touched by seaweed, which is, I hate it. Sea
wasps. What's that?
I don't know, but
see, this is another issue that I have with the world. Like, when I found out, like this happened like a year or two ago, when I found out that our president wanted to fund money for a Star Force, I was so angry because we live in a world where we haven't even explored our ocean in its entirety. And you want to put money into space? Something that we will probably never in this lifetime, like, discover any more than we already know. Like, our ocean, someplace that we, like, have on this planet that we live on. Like, we don't know everything that's in there. That just like does it. Oh, Mark, I have another question. Okay, so this is completely off topic. I'm like doing a 180 right now. But yeah.
5% of our ocean. We understand 5% of it.
That's just terrifying to me. Like, I love the beach, but hello? Okay.
Sea wasp is a jellyfish.
Okay.
We have jellyfish.
We've been stung by jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Dead jellyfish, thankfully, so it wasn't like too painful, or as painful as it could have been, but yeah. Okay, Mark, I have a question. So I was watching. I've been watching Love Island, which is a reality TV show, and there's like Love Island UK, and then there's Love Island Australia,
Huh.
and and so like I've been really thinking about reality TV in like different areas because like I know American reality TV like kind of well. And then there was Too Hot to Handle, which was like this Netflix reality TV show. I don't recommend watching it. It's actually really misogynistic and like bad for society. But on Too Hot to Handle, there was like a mixture of everyone, like Americans, people from the UK, and Australian people. So it was like a hodgepodge of like different things like coming together. And then I was watching Love Island UK, and then I started watching Love Island Australia. And just like the differences in how reality TV works, like the Love Island UK, like everyone is so nice. Everyone is so nice to each other. And then American reality TV is just kind of ratchet. Like it's just ridiculous. And then what I noticed about Australia, the Love Island Australia, is that everyone was just really blunt with each other. And I appreciated it. Like respect. But
Bye, D-Boy. Have a good day.
bye. I'm not gonna lie. All of this that I'm saying isn't really relevant to the question. I just thought it was interesting, so I said it. But in Love Island, Australia, there's this one dude, and then like he's talking to a girl, and then she was like saying how she's like super like humanitarian and stuff like that, and then he asks her, "Oh, are you a vegan then?" And then she was like, "Oh no, I'm pescatarian," and then he was like, "Oh, that's cool. I used to be a kangatarian," and I was so confused. I was like, that's a. And then he was like, yeah, so I only like ate fish and kangaroos because kangaroos aren't farmed. And I'm just wondering, Mark, is that a real thing? Like, can you eat a kangaroo?
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, you can eat like basically any animal. Like,
Right.
I know that, but like,
And different countries have different like
yeah, but
farming type.
yeah,
things.
but I was just wondering if that's like a common like diet thing. Because I've never heard that word before, kangatarian. It sounds
The
kinda
word I've
weird.
never heard before. People eating kangaroos I have heard before. And it reminds me of just like shoot, I'm gonna get this wrong. There's a country in Asia that farms dogs the same way we farm pigs.
Yeah.
So like it's totally normal for
Yeah.
them to eat dogs because they're growing them like livestock.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was thinking of when you said like
I'm not gonna lie, kangatarian, like that sounds pretty like hardcore.
I know.
Like,
The name
it's such a
sounds
cool
cool.
name. Yeah. But I was just wondering if like that's like just like a common like dietary option. Like over here we have like a million books on like the keto diet and like veganism and like plant-based and stuff. So it's like, do y'all have books on like kangatarian cuisine? Like that's interesting.
I'm only rolling my eyes at the keto diet. I am not rolling my eyes at vegetarians or vegans.
Those are lifestyle choices. The keto diet,
Is dangerous.
yeah.
Blue ring octopus.
Also, sorry, Mark, if you're driving and you can't answer at this moment.
Oh. But yeah. So tomorrow we are live streaming at 10 a.m. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe it'll be chill like this one since it's so early. Maybe we should do the puzzle.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. You can't eat kangaroos, but if you're not used to it, it can give you. Noted.
Noted.
I do want to try it. I'm so down. Did you see the pink video with the woman hooked to a milking machine? No. I've not seen that video. But yeah, we're live streaming at 10. I think we're gonna do the puzzle because we're probably both gonna be pretty tired since we didn't sleep well today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining our live stream, our breakfast live stream. I hope you all have food today, and I hope you sleep well if you are going to sleep. Anything to add there, Nadia?
No?
No? All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.